This is Cloud Empress Session 7. We have almost a full house. Brandon's going to be late today, but he said to go ahead and go on, so we're going to go ahead and go on. Last session, we spent a lot of time in the uh, subway station, I guess, where
We euthanized a god.
where the city god Oregano was. Y'all met up with Yanni, who was the proxy who murdered all the other proxies so that he wouldn't die, but was bored of living. Also needed to feed oregano down there, but it's dangerous, so y'all got roped into it. Um, Used a rope, went down, and played with little oregano, who's an annoying alligator for a little while, and eventually got down there. Did some clever things with the robots, and got in there, talked to oregano for a while, and promised to turn him off by taking all his organs out. um, Came up and did some more clever stuff with some more robots, and got those organs out. And three of you put those organs in yourself. uh,
Mama was worse for the wear for
Oof.
it.
Yeah. Mama's got only mind going on. And who else we have? Rook can eat organic matter to gain knowledge. And Neus, of course, has the writhing crab organ that lets you predict the outcomes of games of chance while spinning, and that makes you take damage whenever a check or save is rolled at the table. And that's more or less where we left it, crawling out of the subway station.
Just out
So,
of curiosity,
yeah.
where where is the crab thing in me? Where's it? What's it attached
Ugh.
to? Where's it at?
Probably it's like probably inserted into your chest cavity, I imagine, if it's like kind of like curled around your aorta and trachea and esophagus.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice and invasive.
Super, super cool.
So does
Let's see.
Mama now have a exposed brain?
Oh, if you want an exposed brain, you can have an exposed brain. That's
Just an
totally fine by
interesting concept.
me. um,
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense since that's the only stat and like everything else is weak. So you are very vulnerable and
that's
not
true.
Right.
not strong and not
Um,
and having an exposed brain would kind of do that to
So,
you.
so, so I have a complicated situation
yes.
because I mean I'm good with retiring Mama, but I fictionally would like her to survive.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I rolled up a new character and I rolled everything except for class,
Mhm.
which I was like, I rolled a good heart, so I'll go ahead and play a mage, so another mage.
Cool.
But I rolled my previous circumstance, which is how I got my one spell.
Mhm.
My one spell is, yeah, inside.
Fantastic.
I know. And I was just
Extra
like, oh,
organ.
wait, my character can heal Mama somewhat.
Nah.
True.
That is great. Let me see exactly what extra organ does. Let's see.
Yes, it's very interesting.
Organ. Uh,
And there's a consequence to it, which is, uh,
oh, interesting. So let's see. Targets the caster or an adjacent character, permanently granting them one of the following modifications: second skin, which damage per wound increases by 2. Oh, lets you take more damage.
yeah.
Gives you a new heart, a third lung, brain folds, or thick bones. And that makes you have to roll with an additional disadvantage on all future wound rolls.
Well, that's what the mage has to do,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not the recipient. So I sort of I started randomly rolling other things. I rolled on there's a Cloud Empress uh what is it? Um like the adversary table,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I rolled on the adversary table, and I got somebody named Lord Spring Flag, second Lord of the House of Flag, and I was thinking that it might be interesting to have Lord Flag have a little bit of competitive nature with Lord Rook in the House of Rook.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so my new character is in theory a house mage for the Flag family. And I started coming up with this whole scenario. Like I randomly rolled up a location in a book called Dangerous Destinations, which is a really good book for creating random locations.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, what I've been thinking is maybe there's a situation where at first I was thinking maybe Lord Flag could get into a competition with Lord Rook, and then if Lord Rook won the competition, maybe Lord Flag would give up my character, who's this teenage mage. Um, but that seemed a little like, why would Lord Flag risk, a mage who can buff the family? That's just,
Yeah.
um, anyway, I've been coming up with these different like scenarios, trying to figure out what if it was okay for me to introduce some new elements to the scene, or to the setting, because it's bigger than just a scene. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. If Rook's cool with it.
Yeah, I'm down. That sounds great.
Sick.
Okay. Um, so one thing that occurred to me was, if Lord Flag and his entourage was in in the rust bucket collecting things,
Mm-hmm.
they could meet up with the party as they were trying to presumably return home, because now they have to carry Mama,
Yeah.
because Mama's like just sort of dead weight.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Um, so do you want to so I guess question is, where do we want to start off? Do we want to start off back at the library with Mama? Do we want to start off on the way back? Do we want Flag to run across y'all at Oreganos Plaza? What do y'all feel like?
Yeah. Danny, like what kind of interactions would Lord Rook like to have with Lord Flag?
I'm down for some dueling. That sounds great.
Mhm.
Now imagining Lord Rook is the last of his line, and he has, inherited some estate that he is leaving empty up in the clouds, which is, high
Oh,
real estate. Is not like people need space. It's
Yeah.
crowded.
yeah.
And so Lord Flack is like, "Oh, look, I can acquire this by getting rid of this nuisance."
Okay, let me find my information. I will paste it in a text or in a chat to you, Mark,
Yeah.
and I'll just throw in my character. Well, you already have my character, so um, nothing. I'll just um, okay, copy that. Open up chat. Open message. Change the message to no, no. Oh, I forgot how you change the message. Either that or I'm used to.
I think they changed it to you're talking about in Zoom, right?
Yeah, but I'm on a Mac. That's the I
Yeah.
want
If you click
PC in the
the
Mac.
new chat button, I think it gives you a change. Yeah, there
Oh,
you go. You do it everyone there. Yeah, they changed the interface there. Not super intuitive.
Oh, very different way. New chat. We'll use the button. That's much easier. I was trying to use the command line approach, and that's a little more difficult. Okay, now is that?
Hey, there we go.
Oops. Okay. How's that look?
Cool. Drop that in my notes document. Chalk boy. Great. So yeah, where do we want to run into Lord Flag?
So before we delved below, I had stashed 4 tank salvage in the plaza out of sight.
Yeah.
That seems as good a um, prompt or starting point as any.
Do we want Lord Flag to have come across a stash of goods and maybe you've tried to claim it?
And my thought is part of what's going on is Lord Flag, they have the family ornithopter having flown down here to collect chalk and other stuff because, of course, with all the cicadas and all the dying, as long as they stay away from the army, there's probably going to be a lot of chalk to collect.
Hmm. Having an ornithopter is going to make this.
I'm not saying the ornithopter has to be in the group. Like, I'm not saying we're going to acquire the ornithopter. I'm just saying that's how they got down here.
Oh yeah, they dropped you off down there and then.
Yeah, dropped the.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. So let's have that happen in the morning after you all rested up in the plaza. Just make it nice and easy. So yeah, tell us what they wake up to.
So Lord Flag is wearing some very nice armor. He's got living armor. He's old, probably a little bit older than Rook, but a little bit junior to Rook in terms of status. Also, Lord Flag does not have a crest.
Ooh, crestless.
Yes, Lord Flag is crestless. Second born heir and crestless. And Lord Flag's always on the lookout for some way to pad his resume. He's got a personal mage from the household, who is my new character, and then also a couple of household chalk collectors, because that is part of what they're trying to do, is to collect chalk down here. And then like a small retinue of guards, whatever you think is reasonable. My character, as the picture sort of shows, is wearing fancy mage armor with a mask and a feathered cap. I do have a question. Are there any variations from humans that exist in this setting?
Not really. Not I mean there are cursed people, so people who have like died and then come back with horns or animal features or
okay, so that's only cursed that have the horns and stuff. Because my character has a name of horns, so I didn't, but I'm not cursed. I'm a teenager. But my armor hides my teenagerness.
Yeah. So I think if yeah, so I think it would probably just be you and Flag, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and so Flag is your elderly, farsighted old relative.
And there's a dog. Exactly. Yeah, that's
Great.
the influence of the dog.
Great. That's the role there. Great. Cool. Yeah. So you come across them in the morning, I assume breaking camp. Play on.
Would you like me to play Lord Flag?
Yeah, if you'd like to. Yeah.
Okay, you can do the rolls because I didn't. But so Lord Flag struts into the plaza. He's looking around. Travelers. Maybe we should summon the retainers. Nah, it's fine. Walks over.
Your pardon?
Excuse
Or do you just talk to yourself in the normal order of things?
me. And what is your status or rank? My name is Spring, Second Lord of Flag. Who are you?
My name is Stormy.
Ah. Is there anybody here of importance to talk to?
Depends what you think is important, but I guess I already know that.
Yeah, proper. Wait, who's that
You,
just waking up? That looks like
you want
somebody of importance.
to take this one, Lord Rook?
Rook?
Seems like your type.
The Lord Rook?
All the things I had expected to wake up today, this was not one of them.
Ah, smoking, you are always such a wuss. Get up and be like a man.
He very deliberately takes his time getting up.
Is
Yeah,
there a problem here at Rook?
We may discover one. One may have discovered us. What is your business here, Crestless?
Stormy bites her lip.
I would have beaten you in that fight at the academy. I would have, if you hadn't cheated. My business, First Lord Rook, only Lord Rook, last of a line that is failing, is that actually I was just out for a morning stroll. Had to slip away from the family business just because it gets so boring.
I suppose that says a lot about your family and your business.
Sadly, I'd have to agree with you in this case, yes.
Who is this among your number?
Oh, uh, this is my wet nurse, Chop Boy. He's here to keep me alive. It's very irritating. I mean, I appreciate it, of course, but
Is your body ailing you so soon?
well, however much it's ailing me, it looks like your body may be falling apart too. So perhaps we should see how our bodies fare against each other. A casual morning duel, perhaps? For old time's sake? I'm sure you think you'd win.
Uh, Lord Rook stares intently at horns after discovering their capabilities. The wager, your mage.
What?
Hmm.
You mean I want? Oh, I was. Okay, so not so casual. And what would I gain?
You covet a crest, do you not?
Yes.
So happens I carry one on my person.
Not surprising. Hmm.
I think I muttered to Rook quietly. It's like, what the hell? You're dueling to take their boy away from them?
Better to be with us here
Oh,
on the ground in our number than up there in the clouds with daggers waiting in shadows. If
okay.
Lord Spring says they can do what they can, they'll be helpful to us and perhaps to Mama.
What do you mean what they can? You mean if they're a magician?
And can aid in ailing bodies, can bring
I've been
recovery.
I've been helping you with that for the past past several weeks.
No, I appreciate that, no doubt. And he gestures towards Mama. But can you do anything?
Oh, for her. Oh, I don't know. What's your name? I say to Horns.
Horns is silent.
I'm gonna walk up to him,
Name is.
look at his hands.
Excuse me.
I'm just walking up and looking at your hands.
No. This is Lord Spring or Lord Flag, as you could. So please stay away from my attendants.
Why do you think I'll cough on them or something? I want to. You said he's a magician. I want to see.
Ah, professional competition. Certainly, yes.
No, just. Would you show me your hands? I
Uh,
said once.
yeah, Horn takes off gloves. And this is a teenager. It's definitely
Sure.
not an adult. Looks impressive in the armor, which you can't see what they look like, but
No, the armor's really nice.
yeah.
I appreciate that. I look at his hands and I go, yeah, he's a magician. Thanks. I say to him. Say to Horns.
Horns. It nods.
I think Lord Rook goes to gather his things and get ready and steps over to Neus off to the side and looks very intently in his eyes, trying to get a measure of what he's thinking of this, being a sellsword and a duel and bloodshed about to happen.
Well, obviously, I know you can handle yourself, and this seemed like a personal matter in which it would be probably none of my business to get involved in unless you ask me to for some reason. But I wouldn't. I would never step in unless requested.
Can I count you as my second?
Absolutely.
If
What are you fighting with?
revolver.
I
If
got my
I
trusty
should
piece.
fall, I care not what happens to the crest. Make sure this person stays among our number. Do what you will with the Lord.
Noted.
Well,
How do duels work in
We fight. So you're fighting with revolver. Is Spring Flag also matching it with a revolver?
um, he actually says, "I do accept. What weapon do you propose?"
uh close helmet, pull up gun?
Oh, pistol. I don't have a dueling pistol with me. Do you have a pair?
I grab the other and toss it to him.
Catches it in midair. Very well. Closes his helm. For family and honor. And actually, mostly just to see you fall.
Are you dueling to the death or to first blood?
We'll see if what happens after this first round and
Or
if
concession, yeah.
yeah.
If you could get him to deal you in a game of chance, I have a significant advantage.
Yeah, that would be very unfair.
This is this is a game of chance and of a sort, but
Tell him to play some cards or something.
Cool. So are you both drawing your weapons and pointing them at each other?
Oh, yes, we are. That would be
That would be two stress.
yes. Yeah.
Let's make I'll roll for Lord Flag over here. Let's make a speed roll to see who gets off the first shot. How about that?
All right. I have
Line up.
dueling.
Back
So
to back
advantage.
and then walk away.
Yes.
Following the count.
As does Lord Flag.
Nice.
Cool. It's got to be 30. Ooh, critical fail on that.
Oh,
What
there
does
we
he
go.
look like? Is that an 8 on 100? Wow.
That's an 8 on 100. And I'll just roll again. And I got it better.
Wow.
You're wasting all your good rolls.
Wow. Okay. So he got a critical failure. I think that means his gun explodes in his hand. And he's gonna take what's a revolver damages? D10, right? Ooh, 8 damage there.
Of course, that's a problem since he borrowed a gun for you, and now he probably thinks you rigged it.
Mm-hmm.
Cheetah. Damn cheetah. So I have a question. I want to ask a question of Rook. What about Lord Flag's dueling stance let you know where he was going to be, even after all these years?
Can you rephrase? I'm not sure I follow.
Well, in other words, you've dueled with him before.
Oh,
What telltale did he give that he was going to do something, in other words, predictable to you?
yeah. He's good at disguising the movements above, very cultured in the etiquette, very fine movements. He's got that under control, but it's always been in his footwork. They give him away.
Lord Rook, please roll 1d10 damage for him as well from your gun.
3.
All right. He is gonna take a wound. Wow.
Just
great.
out of pure curiosity, and it's fine if it would it be more or less interesting, like as is, like so we have the possibility that he goes, you rigged it, but would it be possible that his
See what he
fail
says.
from his gun exploding was because Rook shot the gun,
Ooh,
and that's what made it explode?
that's great. I love that. Yeah. So for his wound, I rolled a 9, which means a wound that temporarily ends his adventure. I mean, no longer played his character during this session. Wow. That
Oh,
was-
God.
That's perfect.
So Rook, where does your shot hit, and how does that disable him for the day?
Yeah, he slides to the side. I predict it. There's a slight moment where the hand shows like the broad side of the pistol in his hand, and I shoot, and I guess it connects and explodes.
Great. Neus, you're gonna take 2 damage for those.
I'm gonna
dice
take 2
rolls.
damage. What did I do?
We rolled some dice.
Oh,
What?
That is
I
the
thought that-
downside of your luck ability.
it's if anybody rolls dice.
Anytime dice are rolled at the table.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought it meant like the table of the game of chance.
No, this table that we are playing at.
A virtual table.
Yeah. It's not
we
good.
might.
It's bad.
Yeah, well, I might need a new character as well,
Yeah.
because that's not gonna do. I had a question though. Did we clear all our damage before this from resting? 'Cause you said we rested.
We cleared all our stress.
Clear of stress, but not damage.
Not damage.
Yeah. Damage
Well,
takes a little longer, I think.
Yeah.
well, I already had 6, so
Woof.
that's
Oh, wow.
Great.
So
Yeah,
can I ask a question?
say that again.
Can I ask a question? So since Neus has a stochastic ability organ, is Neus taking stochastic damage from the environment?
I think it's like I think it is the organ kind of like twisting and turning as
Okay.
fate
Okay.
resolves itself.
Gotcha.
Um, do you mind if I take over, Lord?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think that he is humiliated and probably also enraged, but took a grievous wound that is, and
I approach him
yeah,
with my medical kit.
he pushes you aside. I don't need your assistance. His arm is hanging limp.
You're bleeding and you may have a cut tendon.
Yes, well, my people will take care of that. Horns, attend me.
Horns
Or
comes over and
to my side.
he looks. Um, says
Prince.
whisper something to Lord Flag. Shh, shh. What do I do, sir? What do I do?
So Lord Flag is going to want you to attend him, even though he lost the duel.
Gotcha.
What,
So
what does how do you react to that? I guess.
So Horns nods, yes, sir. And Horn stands up, faces Lord Rook, gets down on his knees, and says, "Pardon, sir, you can punish me later, but I have to attend to the previous lord." And he goes back and starts working on Lord Flag. And I'll make a roll, I guess.
You have medicine?
So he pulls some chalk from
You're
their
using magic.
supply.
Oh, are you using magic?
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
primarily his skill
Oh
set.
shit. Okay.
It's
well,
not going to be a teenager too much longer.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, first off, take a stress.
Yeah. Now we're up to 3, or no, actually, yeah, probably 2. Hold on a second. Where am I? I'm right here. Oh, okay. I have 2 marked down, so we'll go with that.
And you have chalk, I assume.
Yes.
Cool. Use up however much chalk you are going to use on this spell.
Yeah, he's just going to use 1 to try and. I'm not sure.
Well, it looks like extra organ takes 3 by default.
It depends on which organ it is, if you look. Or maybe I misread that.
Yeah, I'm just seeing chalk cost 3 for that.
Okay, well, are you in the big rule book, or are you in the?
I'm in the big rule book.
Okay.
Copy paste what we have here.
Let's see. Where's
Everybody.
Let's see what you got. Let's see. Oh. Hold on.
No, Rook, you are well within your rights to just take horns. Of course.
That one is different than what I saw in the. Okay, well, then he will be out of chalk.
All right. Go ahead and make your heart roll then. And I assume that was with advantage.
Yes. Wait.
Yes.
I didn't have a mage. I would not be doing this.
You feel a slip twist the organ within you.
Oh no. I didn't even think about that. Oh no. Hold on. That's not what I want to do. No. Cancel, please. How do you cancel? Oh no. How do you undo? Trying to. Is there a way to remove dice?
If you right click or do the right click action on the die, should do it.
So what about me? What happened to me?
The horn is rolling for a spell, so you're going to take a point of damage.
It's a critical
A
miss.
little high.
Fortunately, you have mysticism, right?
Well, and I am a spellcaster.
Yeah.
So let's see
What? How much damage do I have?
Hey,
What
you did.
happens?
You're taking 1 damage from the roll.
No, but I mean, like, how much can I
How much
take?
can I take?
Oh, so 10 damage will get you a wound. And when that happens, you clear off damage, roll on the wound table.
Okay.
So yes, Horns is able to healed the Lord.
Great, great. So what is uh so I guess this is a question. Yeah, no. So what effect are you pulling on him for the to heal him up? Is that the skin or the
Yeah, so I'm gonna look up. Okay, extra one. Oh, I see. Okay, what's supposed to be zoom in a bit. I have the PDF in one of my browser tabs. So, um, yeah, yeah.
great. What so tell me what it looks like this the organ growing spell.
Right. Hmm. So, the way horns consumes the chalk is because I'm going to assume that he needs to consume the chalk, and he
Mhm.
basically mixes up a drink, um, takes his helm off, and um, he's got a straw, but there's no point in not working, the easy way. And drinks the dusty, um, probably water, um, and he starts to, in his case, glow with a sort of pale white luminescence, and he starts placing his hands on the wounded area and runs his hands first on the wounded area, and then technically it probably affects the whole body, but
Mhm.
um, and the luminescence basically turns, like, envelops Lord Flag. Um, the his body goes rigid, and you can see there's a certain amount of pain. Lord Flag grunts, um, and it probably takes 15 minutes or just uh, to do this.
Mhm.
And the um, the wound itself, I'm trying to think the way this works. The wound only partially heals because it's not really designed as a direct wound
Or like
repairing.
like a second skin god grows over it, what to keep it.
I think it's more that you can see the skin thickening and
Mm.
toughening, and the color changes. Maybe one reason the nobility sometimes don't like this particular version of the spell is because it changes their skin color to a browner color.
Mm. Mhm.
Um, and Lord Flag's just a little bit, like, he gains just a little bit of bulk, not a lot. Um, uh, and just to throw in a little twist, for a brief moment, his face turns sort of chalky white.
Nice. What are the rest of you all doing? Well, what are the rest of you doing while this is happening? Also, Lord Rook, you're going to need to eat a provision all by yourself, I think. So that will clear out our provisions for the day. If you want to narrate what that looks like, feel free. Otherwise, everyone else, what's going on while Horn is doing the gross flesh spell?
Um, I think I just make sure that that silver is not being recognized.
Yeah, I think she is kind of torn between like wanting to jump in, but wanting to keep her face down as well.
Yeah, I just go and talk to her, and it's like best not to be involved.
His type doesn't see anything beyond the end of his nose anyway, so.
I know. I say. I mean, I'm sure you're right.
And eventually, he's like, yeah, I think he wants Horn. Like he will say, Horn, follow me. We are returning home. Um, Rook, how do you respond to that?
That is not the way of things, Lord
Hmm.
Flag.
If we were in the clouds, I would have your skin instead of having this one grow a new one for me.
Are you
So Mama, who's barely aware but can hear, um, starts reciting the law.
Yeah, fantastic.
Just starts reciting the law.
Yeah, I think as you do that, his face like goes from annoyed to like the detail you were going in is just horrifying, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
um, and he glares at Horns, glares at you, and silently stalks away. Awkward silence.
Mama's still reciting the law. She wants him as far away as possible. And then in the fifth clause of the 24th paragraph, we see that the lords who have forfeited their right to the water in the clouds for a day shall continue to respect that for at least a week, so that the commoners might have some surcease. Eventually she stops. She's like, is he gone yet?
Thank you, Mama, for avoiding additional unnecessary violence.
I knew my skills that I trained for so long as a child would come to something. Not this, but something.
Is he going to be back?
If he does, he'd be violating the law.
As if that ever stopped anyone
Oh,
of an entitled event like that. We're not in the clouds.
no, but there are people of proper station here. And if there was only one, which would be Lord Rook, that might be something he could get around. But as far as he knows, I must also be of station too. And if there are two lordlings to watch his lack of honor, then that's a problem.
Are you of station?
Yeah.
Oh, when did that happen?
When I was little, how do you think it happens? I was born that way. It's not like you can walk up to some window and say, "Hi, can you give me some station?"
Just I thought you were a courier.
Yeah, well,
You don't
that's
have a cloud accent,
complicated.
and you don't have a cloud accent at all.
No. Oh, let me practice. Give me a moment. It's been so long. Uh, uh, my My good lady Stormy, may I help you with some task of import?
Stormy gets the giggles.
Fine, it's been a long time.
I believe you.
And Mama, because of your knowledge of history, I think instead of calling her Stormy, you will call her Tourmaline.
Ooh. Okay, my good lady
Torma
Stormy.
Tormalith, sorry.
Yeah.
And
So is
so
Tourmaline,
Stormy freezes when you use that name.
my dear, I mean no harm. Only we all have complications.
I Um, I I've gone to an awful lot of trouble not to be known by that name.
Very well.
So I guess you've got faces as well as names in that memory that you picked up.
I have so much, it is unimaginable, and I'm trying to sort through it all. It probably take a lifetime, and I only have like 1/10 of a lifetime left. It's going to be so strange.
Silver sidles up to Rook, and like while this conversation is going on, just like, so what are you going to change your name to? Seems like everyone does that down here.
What would give you cause to think that I should change my name? Other than everybody else does it. I'm perfectly satisfied being known as Lord Rook.
Feels inevitable, yes.
Rook's a good name. I like it. And your family was always good. Not like some.
Do we want to just fast travel to the library?
Yeah, I think so.
Get Mama there.
Then we can talk to their talk.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's get there early evening. No encounters, or it's cloudy, but no weather. Yeah, so tell me a little like first I want to hear from Neus. Like, you've been getting like internal trauma from fate as this duel and this magic has been happening. What is your take on that?
My days are done. It's just you can't live like this. So he contemplated just putting his old pea shooter to his head, but then he thought, well, nah, maybe I can put some good use to it, and like, since my life has no worth now, like, I don't know, maybe there's one final act I'll be able to do that'll kill me but help somebody else or something. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out, but no reason to cut the show short artificially. Might as well just let it run its course. But that curtain's
Mama,
coming down soon.
Mama, you'd be able to tell him because you know all about these organs. You'd be able to tell Neus like the exact nature of like it's like the twisting of fate that causes this trouble. So, as long as you're hanging out somewhere where it is calm, that damage won't happen. But
Well,
if you
and
want to go out
Mom,
with a bang, I'm
right. What's the range of it?
It's basically like whenever we roll dice.
Yeah, well, I understand the
Oh yeah,
mechanism.
like as long as he's there. Like if he's hanging out at the library and y'all are off somewhere else, he's not going to take damage from us rolling dice on it.
Right.
Yeah.
That mechanic makes no sense to me.
I know.
So I'm going to ask a question.
Did he got organs?
And this is up to you. Like, one of the things that I was sort of unhappy with relative to Mama was just it, like, this absolutely prevented me from moving forward with the character. And it sounds like the same thing is true of Heath's character also.
Yeah, this is not a playable character.
Right. So my question is, like, that's a choice that apparently Watt, who made the game, made. I am not sure I am happy with this choice, in the sense that, like, retiring Mama makes quite a bit of sense in I was thinking about retiring her to the library anyway. So for me, it's not so much of an issue.
Do we want to try to do some like surgery or some magic to?
That was what I was wondering. Coincidentally, because I rolled this character with throw organ, I wonder if he can learn how to modify the impact of the organ to something that's more, not necessarily remove it completely, but modify it to where it's not quite so debilitating.
That might, well, it won't require research from Mama.
Not Mama.
um, yeah. So I think what you know about these organs are that like they themselves and oregano in that whole situation, not magical in the way that you all know, but definitely able to be affected by it. Like the implantation procedure, horrifically painful and traumatizing, but just taking a person apart and putting stuff in and pulling it out. So um, if you wanted to, yeah, um, tell me more about what you want to do with that, and we can figure something out.
Right. So I think relative to Mama, my idea is to go ahead and retire her, although I really love her as a character. But she would love to live at the library. Like
Yeah,
that's just,
and she'll be
and at this
available for it.
point,
Yeah.
she's got a lot to think about. So relative to Mama, it's mostly just quality of life stuff so that she can actually move around a little bit and whatever. As far as Neus goes, I could see two possibilities. One, the less like more in line with the rules in a simple way would just be to use the use the spell to so one thing I could either do second skin or thick bones, and that would make it a little bit more tolerable for Neus, just on a simple level. But I wonder if there is a way to make, like, in terms of the fiction, is there a way to modify the organs so that it doesn't do as much damage as it's responding to fate?
Yeah. I think so. Mama knows all about the workings of it. You would have to collaborate with one or both of the magicians to figure that out first off.
Right.
And then cast the spell and see what happens.
Okay. And it makes sense that Stormy could help, because not only is Stormy a magician, but also Stormy has medical knowledge.
Yeah.
Because this is sort of a conjunction between magic and science at this point.
Yeah. Which is very, very cool. So if you both want to spend the day collaborating on it, why don't we take the person with the higher mind and roll with advantage for that, since you both are working with mysticism and whatnot, spellcasting.
That's probably Stormy.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately for Horn, he is a teenager, and that really hurts the mind.
Teenagers. Yeah, the heart's pretty good, though.
Oh, the heart's great. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, but they're not the most thoughty guys. All right,
hormones.
Here we go.
Give me hormones.
It's okay. Mama thinks enough for all of us.
Oh, I know. Mama's good.
Okay, that is a miss. The second time. Also a miss.
Ooh, all right. So I think to make it not just bad, I think that just means it's going to take more time for this to happen, which is going to mean more time at the library. Let me make a couple rolls here and see if anything interesting happens. We are in the weeds. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, before we spend like too much game time on this, I mean, narratively, whatever, he can, if they do end up helping him where it's at least survivable, he could also remain at the library as, the librarian guard or whatever. But because, I mean, if there's not some way to get rid of it, then there's just he's not going to be playable. If I take any damage every time we roll, that's just
take a damage roll.
There's no point for that.
So I think the twist is that to pervert the spell in that way, chalk isn't going to do it, but you're going to need to get some fresh chalk fluid from an Imago.
And also, if I take damage for that, that's now a wound.
Oh shit. Roll on the wound table.
What do I roll?
You're just rolling 1d10.
One way to mechanize it, which would be interesting, would be to change it so that only like critical failures register or something like that, which would reduce
or maybe criticals either way, like
criticals either way.
Yeah, because criticals are uptake of
Yep, twist of fate. Yep.
I rolled a 4, by the way.
Ooh, oh wow. You take a wound that causes a change of heart. Reroll your heart stat.
Oh wow.
And that also clears my damage to 0.
That clears your damage to 0, puts you at a 1. Yep. And I believe you're also going to take a stress for the wound.
Do I still have the 2 stress, or would that have cleared out at some point in this whole adventure?
I think for now you're going to have it.
Yeah. We haven't had a downtime.
Yeah.
Yet, really.
Well, I mean, we started out by saying that we rested before we even began the thing. And
that was just overnight. That was just, yeah. But if you're going to be spending time at the library, I guess we can clear out stress, I think, because we're going to be spending time there, right?
Right. But then I take, what did you say? I took 1?
You will take 1 stress from taking a wound.
Oh, from taking a wound, right. And then...
That's for everything.
And you're going to re-roll your heart stat.
Which is that...
20. Yep.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
2d10 plus 20 for your heart.
2d10 plus 20.
And I'm not going to make you take damage for that roll.
No, not 1d10, 2d10 plus 20. 34, which is the same as I have right now.
Amazing. I will not have a change of heart.
That's right. I'm gonna change it. Nah. Feels the same.
So over the course of however many days we're doing, and we're just gonna say that Rook is foraging to satisfy himself, so we'd have to just keep rolling while we're sitting here. So I think the library is close enough to the the expedition's battles that you will see troop movement in the distance. They are not coming to the library. You do also hear Imago. It's not buzzing the library, but you do see them flying by, and you do hear the wings on a daily basis. So if you did want to find an Imago to acquire this substance from, that would not be difficult. Or you can do whatever else you like.
Well, I think Horn definitely, with chalk collecting, is willing to go, if not by himself, but he's willing to go out to see if he can get some liquid chalk. If anybody else wants to go.
Yeah, Lord Rook would be interested in going and sampling the meats of the Imago.
Oh, wow. Stormy, are you willing to assist with
Yeah, sure. I want to talk to Horns. But we can talk on the way there, I'm sure.
So let's say that. So Rook, on your foraging for your your rapacious appetite, there is a small clutch of Imago, like 7 or so of them. They are grown, that have kind of like settled down a little bit. It looks like they've been there for a little hour. They're kind of grooming each other, chittering. They may leave at some point, but it looks like they are available. They put down, in a rocky area in the weeds, not too far from the library. If you were going to hunt Imago, that is a bunch of them.
I let the companions know of this.
Mama, you know that Imago do not like wetness or bright light as well. So, what is y'all's plan to get one of these? I think you're muted.
So I have a question. Can I request having some sort of light source as part of my kit for chalk collecting?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
Okay.
Or grab it from the library. Maybe they have something there.
Oh yeah, the library might have something to do. That's true. Okay.
Well, if they don't like water, Stormy, you have a dirty coffee pot. Would you mind?
What, you want to just dump it on their head? I don't think it works that way.
It would be helpful to have some water with us.
Don't like water. I always thought that meant that they don't like boggy or swampy ground.
That's fair.
So taking on a clutch of 7 Imago is suicide. So I imagine part of this plan would be culling one from the flock swarm.
Yes.
Before figuring out how to deal with it. They are quite large. They are. I good picture probably. Imagos. Yeah, so they are this size.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're big boys.
So Horn says I I probably could offer myself as bait if we could if I get close enough, since I smell fairly strongly of chalk, maybe we could see if one or two would come my way, but not all of them.
Horn, this doesn't work if you're lost in the effort. Surely you have something that will draw them. Does anyone have chalk? Anything made of chalk?
Well, I spent most of my chalk on the Lord flag. I still have traces of chalk which I could expose.
Of course, we have some chalk. It's just a question of how much we use.
You do have that power core as well, too.
We do.
We'll need to separate one from the herd.
And we're sure we want to do this?
The flag family has always told us that Imago are just trash and we should get rid of them at any time we have a chance.
They're intelligent creatures, at the very least.
Well, the flag family says that they're not intelligent at all, but they also say that about me too, so I'm not sure how I should interpret that.
My opinion of the flag family is that they're not very intelligent myself.
Oh, well, I mean, they're very high status, and that's the most important thing.
if we can use the chalk source to draw them in to some narrow spaces here at the outskirts of the city at night, and their senses are dulled, then any light we use will be all the more intense. We might be able to isolate one from the rest.
Again, are we sure that we want to be doing this?
That sounds like a Neus call.
I like Neus. I like Neus, but if we get someone killed and trying to help Neus, well, what have we
I mean, I'm
accomplished?
certainly not there at the moment, but I definitely would have told him, like, if y'all want to try, appreciate it, but do not do anything too risky. Don't get yourselves killed. It ain't worth it. We don't even know if it'll work at all. And if it
Yes.
does, it'll probably just make my life a little bit longer.
Should we just go to where the soldiers are killing many Imago?
Ooh, yes, you could.
The problem is that there are soldiers there.
But Lord Rook has status. They will respect Lord Rook, yes?
Maybe.
Speaking of gambles,
Up in the city, lords always get respect. I mean, there are rude people who sometimes talk about lords behind their back, but they have no respect themselves, so it doesn't matter.
Jal, the librarian, probably overhears some of this, and agrees that fighting an Imago head on is risky, to say the least. He, has been trying to decipher some of the books in the archives, and I think agrees with Stormy about their intelligence, but they are, if that just makes them, are we able to talk to them? Unclear. Does that make them a more dangerous enemy? Definitely. Have I seen soldiers in the distance in various states of dismemberment? Yes, I have. But if you are looking for, both dead soldiers and dead Imago, I'm sure the battles at the breeding ground to the northwest has both plenty.
So Heath, if we could heal Neus to the point where only criticals cause problems, would you still want to retire Neus, or?
I mean, no, I'd still play him, but also, like, I'm honestly fine either way. Like, yeah, he's fun to play, and like my first choice would be to keep playing him, but I'm not like super attacking. I mean, I've already re-rolled character once. So
True.
Like, this ain't my first rodeo with losing a character. So it's like not a huge. I don't want, like, you don't need to like bend over backwards trying to make this happen.
But I will point out that how we choose to engage with the world is how we create the stories, and this is a good story. Like,
so I mean, yeah, if it's a possibility, my first choice would be to keep playing him, but just so y'all know, like, I'm not like gonna be like just fucking super bummed if I retire him and start somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, because if you wanted to retire him, then we could do this differently. But if you're interested in keeping him, this makes for a really good.
Yeah.
Now we have investment in the world.
Totally. Yeah, I'm definitely down to keep playing him if that ends up being an option.
Okay.
It merely just is not in his current state.
No, I understand, because I have mama.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
like, Somebody give. Oh, I need to have a scratch on my back. I can't get to it. But I can tell you what happened in the year 1314, but I can't reach my back. So I think we should do something.
I have a feeling Mama is one now in that situation where like you got to be careful because everything results in an hour-long story. If you're like, hey, do we have any rice around here? Did you know that rice was first consumed? Oh, Jesus. Do we have any? That's all I need to know.
I was raised to be a family historian. This is perfect.
Cool. So let's start off on a fresh day heading. You want to head to the feeding grounds? You want to try the plan with the Imago here?
Before we head out, can Lord Rook request medical aid from Stormy?
Going on. I thought you didn't. He didn't hit you.
No. But our various efforts have led to some damage, to say nothing of the hard drives.
Yes, of course. Let me take a look at you.
I think Lord Rook peels away his armor, and there's something weird about it, and so steam and smoke come out as soon as he opens it.
That's different.
Do you have med paste, or do you want to try to use medical skill to do something?
I have medical supplies and my skill. So
okay. I think there's no time pressure here, so I don't think this is a roll. Go ahead and heal 3 damage.
And yeah, I'm going to look him over carefully because this is the first time I see him out of the armor, and I want to make sure that there isn't anything hidden.
You have the that armor. Tell me more about what's weird about it.
I think it's just a really old design that was handed down throughout the ages by his family. And there's something about, I don't know, maybe there's like some kind of biomechanical component on the interior that like keeps him relatively comfortable so that he can have it on at all times. I think that's probably where the nickname smoking came from.
This isn't standard. Is this? I don't know. I can't recognize some of this. Like, I'm not an expert in electronics.
Yeah,
but it looks like there's a heat exchanger.
I don't understand the specifics of it, but that sounds right.
This looks like an auto injector of some sort. Okay, well, whatever it's injecting, there's still some left. Do you have any chronic illnesses?
Does age count?
No.
And
it's
no,
more a condition than an illness.
An inescapable one. Like this hunger. Belly growls. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry?
I said thank you for your help, Tormalith.
I really don't want to use that name.
Of course. My apologies.
That name belongs, um, that name belongs in a palace. Um, as you probably know, not down here on the ground. It certainly doesn't belong to a scruffy traveler.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Yeah, well, Mama outed me, so I don't want anyone to treat me different.
I don't think you have to worry about that. You've adopted more than just a gruff exterior down here.
I had to. People, if people could tell where I came from, it would be a pretty short matter of time before folks came to get me.
Like your friend.
Like my friend. Oh, they'd be all solicitous and such and all, oh my gosh, we're so concerned for your safety and goodness, what an adventure you must have had and things like that. And then I'd be stuck back in that life again.
Mm. Seems like we have more in common than I had first realized.
And I understand why the Cloud Empress might have disappeared.
Yes.
She was,
go ahead.
she was, I met her once, I thought she was kind for our very brief encounter.
When did you leave? Before or after she had gone missing?
Before
Okay.
I left as soon as I could possibly figure out a way to to escape. I think I only managed to escape because they couldn't conceive that I would have come down here. By the time they thought to send a party down here, I was gone. When I hit the ground, I picked a direction and went as far and as fast as I could, pausing only to swap somebody out for all my clothes and equipment, cut my hair, and pay somebody a few coins to let me practice trying to speak like they do.
Do you have reason to suspect that they think you're still alive?
No, I hope not. I hope they think I'm dead.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Many people up there die, they pass, things change and stay the same. Maybe it's time you have space to let go of all of this.
And do what exactly?
Finally live a life.
That's what I'm doing here. I am finally living a life. Back up there, I would either be doing nothing of any importance or else being made to do magic.
I understand.
Like our friend Horns here, who I'm astonished isn't dead from.
You'll look after them, Horns.
Oh yeah,
Good. They'll need
of
it.
course. They'll need it.
I think once Rook puts back on his armor, he stands and um there's like an awkward silence. So he stands there in front of Stormy and he opens his arms like he would like to give Stormy a hug.
He looks at him for a moment and she sighs and then she hugs him.
And he's like a big
And
paternal, caring, long hug.
just to fill in the gap, right? So yeah, it's Princess Tormalith. She's royalty. Um, not anyone, someone you've heard of, but never met. All right, well, let's rejoin everybody.
What preparations, if any, are you making to head out to the feeding grounds / battleground?
Are there like tattered cloaks or things here in the library that we could take that would help conceal us?
I imagine there's still some left over from the deserters that had come before.
Okay.
And I'm sure on your scavenging, you probably picked up a few things if that's what you're looking for. There's definitely no shortage of dead soldiers around. Or pieces of dead soldiers.
Lord Rook, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Oh. Are we I'm not used, like, I was always taught that it was very important to show your house and your status in everything you did so that you could represent for the house. Are we gonna have to dress dirty?
It's very important that you take off all this finery and conceal yourself. Make no mention of where you come from, of your heritage. Keep that concealed for now, unless a desperate time we can use it as a ploy, as for some kind of asset.
Do you want me to take off my armor?
This armor is a problem. I think if you just take off the helmet and cover up the rest of it, you ought to be okay. Having some armor is a good idea, but
Yes.
but what you've got on is really distinctive.
Oh, I don't know how to make myself dirty. I spent years learning how to make myself clean.
Just wear this cloak, and the dust of the road will do the rest.
There's dust? What about the cleaners? I mean, I've only been down here for a little while.
You'll work it out. If the food doesn't kill you, you'll be fine.
Wait, the food can kill you? Is it live? I don't think
No,
I can eat live food.
it's just not what you're used to, that's all.
Oh, you mean I'm gonna have to eat poor people food?
That's right.
Oh, I'll think about that.
So let's actually take a little break, and we'll start out in the morning and head northwest. So So we're gonna be starting out at 0 provisions because of the hunger. It is a new morning, and yeah, great. There's heavy rain, but traveling is, feasible. Uh, are you intending to go northeast towards the breeding ground, or would you like to do something different?
We must find bones and
Must find
strip them of
bones.
their jaws.
Great. Um, on the, it's a little bit slow going in the rain. Um, you probably should at some point forage as well. But before you get too far from the library, we run into a courier. This courier is named Chester, Chester the Ruined. And Chester is got an old ragged pack swab, is hunched against the rain, and is you know makes eye contact with you. Does not seem like not as enthusiastic as some other couriers have been, but is available if you wish to engage. Would you like to talk to the courier or go on?
And news is always good, if nothing else.
Yeah. They kind of twitch and shrink a little bit as you talk to them. Tell me, like, who's talking? What do you? Let's have a conversation.
Sure. Hi. Hello. Well, Matt, would you like some tea?
Oh, I don't have time for tea. I just need to get as far away from the battle as possible.
It's still going on then?
It's going to continue going on. I mean, the rain has driven the bugs into the ground for a little while, but I don't know how long it's going to last. Do you need anything? I have items for trade, but I can't stay here for very long.
Provisions. Do you have provisions?
As a matter of fact, I do. Let's see. Yes. They have 6 provisions if you want to trade for something there. They also have they will lay out all their goods. Got a bunch of goods here. But yeah, if you want to trade something for provisions, you can definitely get those. Got some chalk, got some another stack of provisions. Have 9 more provisions. In fact, 15 provisions altogether if you have a bunch of stuff to trade.
How much would all those provisions cost?
All of those? I mean, what do you have to offer?
Yeah.
A steal.
Plasteel. I can take I don't know 3 of those hunks off your hands.
It seems like a good trade.
Anything else? I really gotta. Well, you're not going that way, are you?
Friend of ours needs some fluid.
I don't. I don't mean presumptuous. I'm sure you're all competent in what you do, but between you and me, 2 weeks of provisions feels a little optimistic.
What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone's lasting 2 weeks up there.
See,
If the bugs don't get you, whatever the plague is, I've seen men It's bad. I just want to. I mean, I got to unload all this, but I think after I do, I'm just gonna hole up somewhere down south for the summer and just wait it out.
Kind of plague.
As the soldiers mostly hallucinating, drooling, puking up blue, the guts.
Try not to laugh.
They see things that aren't there.
Bet they do.
Some are dangerous. Some are never be dangerous again, I imagine. Well, if I mean, I'm not going to talk you out of a good trade, so best of luck, and there's no shame. There's no shame in running away. That's what my pa said.
All right. We appreciate the warning.
Yeah, and they will fuck right off as fast as possible. And before too long, in the you do come across a scene very much like what they described. There are uh you definitely hear them before you see them. There's a couple of cloudling soldiers who are clearly gravely wounded, but they are dancing and singing around like there's a broken clock, grandfather clock that's kind of embedded in the mud, and one of them, I mean, Stormy for sure. You can see like his femur is sticking out of his leg, um, and they are just singing and dancing. The other one is burned across his face, um, and there's a third one a little bit farther away, not near the festivities. But these ones are singing, and you can hear the words as you approach. Those who end cannot begin. Those who start cannot stop. Those who die can only live. How do you approach, if at all?
Those guys are high as a kite or something, deranged.
And the one is sitting a little bit further away and sees your approach. He's like, wait, like, stay back. I don't know how long. I'm almost out of water. The rain's let up a bit, so it's coming back around, and like drinking furiously out of a canteen.
What's coming back around?
The madness.
And water keeps it away?
For a little while. These two are too long gone, and they're probably better off. He's sitting. There's there are some other discarded items, including a bust of the emperor that he's kind of leaning up against. It's a couple feet high. He pours out the last of his water. It's like, oh, do you have any? You're not affected, are you?
No, I think we're fine right now. How did you get sick? What happened?
Magician, the songs. You're You're from. You're not deserters, are you? You don't look military.
No, we're wanderers.
Wanderers.
So what about the magician's song?
When you hear it, and the men fight trees and they sing songs and they dance on their broken limbs. Do you have any more water?
Here.
And he'll take what you give him and chug it.
Do you mind if I look? Do you mind if I take a look at you?
Here I am.
Physician. No, I mean examine you.
Examine.
Yes, I'm a physician. Maybe there's something I can do to keep you from getting sicker.
Unless you can do something about my mind.
Well, sometimes the mind can be affected by the body. Yeah.
It's the song. There's nothing. I'm unhurt.
Yeah, but there are spores and toxins and all sorts of things.
Spores. No, it's the magician. It's the bugs. It's they can.
The bugs have been singing to you.
They're always singing. They're always singing.
What do you mean, the songs of their wings?
No, the prince.
Does he appear ill or just anxious as hell?
It appears like he's holding it together.
Right, but does he appear ill?
He doesn't seem.
Does his the eyes, are the pupils of his eyes abnormal?
Yeah, he doesn't seem
does
sick.
Does he have a rash or?
No, you don't see anything like that.
Okay.
You're wanderers. Where
are we going?
You're not going. Turn around. You'll take your mind and you should go back and punch one of those things until it tears me apart.
One of what things? The bugs?
Yeah, the bugs. The ones all over the ground are the lucky ones. I don't know why they did this. Why don't they just kill us?
Maybe they don't realize what it is that's happening to you.
He realizes. He looks right at you.
Oh, the bug, the face?
There's a man coming out of one of their heads. It's a man.
Okay.
And he looks straight through you. He's... Do you have more water?
Not that we can spare.
And he just kind of like stares at the other two who are completely mad. Closer, you can definitely tell that if there were not something terribly, terribly wrong with them, they would be howling in agony. But they are here frolicking and singing. Did the rest of you do anything or say anything?
So Horns is just standing quietly behind everybody else.
So we should be on our way.
You big one with the sword, with the pistol, with your killer. Sellsword? Duelist? What about you? He like points over to Stormy or Silver. Who's the killer? You're travelers, right? You're not soldiers.
Under his hood, Rook looks over at Neus questioningly, like,
oh, sorry, I thought I was still back at the library.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
sorry,
with
that's
it.
my bad.
Yes, that's on
Very
you.
interesting.
Yeah, no, I figure I can't go outside. I'll probably die on this trip.
Sure. Yeah,
Well,
Because you guys are gonna like try to do things, and that hurts.
yeah, but we're doing it for you.
But I'd be no
No
use to you. I'd be
agency.
dead weight. Literally dead weight, probably by the end of it.
Yeah, okay. In that case, Lord Rook steps forward and says, "What do you need a killer for?"
Just take me out before I become like them. I don't want to be torn apart by bugs, but fellow cloudling.
Does he have a sword or a dagger or something on his person?
Yeah, he has a revolver and a saber, or a rifle and a saber. Yeah, and he'll hold his saber out.
I'll
You can
take
keep it.
And I will lean forward, or get in really close and say, "I'm so sorry. This is the fate that befell you," and I will embrace him and run him through.
Awesome. I think that's a stress, right?
I think so.
Killing something you don't need to eat. Yeah.
Yep.
And probably 2 for the weapon as well. So
as long as you eat him, you're fine.
As long as you eat him, you're fine. Yeah.
That's true.
That might be some more stress. And as he's keeping his fixing your gaze, and you can tell as he's slipping away, he starts to sing the same songs that the other 2 are singing. Do you move on?
Yeah, if you take the rifle, take the saber.
Yeah.
Move on.
And them to summer.
It is unmistakable where you're going. There is a battle ahead. The hills rise and twist a bit. It is not directly ahead of you, but there is a bit of terrain to go past, and it is obvious where to go. There are the ground is muddy, but you can clearly see up ahead many dead soldiers, lots of discarded items, holes in the ground, hundreds of them, 8 feet wide with no apparent bottom. And among them, there are still a dozen or so full-grown Imago feeding on the dead soldiers, and their mouths are foaming blue. They are not taking any notice of you yet. There are 2 clear paths through here, one to the left and one to the right, but this is I think everyone's going to take a stress just for seeing this place. What would you like to do? Say again?
Go to the left.
Yeah. You're carrying chalk, right? Or are either our magicians carrying chalk?
So, as far as I know, Horns is out of chalk.
I didn't bring my chalk because
Wise. Yeah. Yeah.
stupid.
As long as you give them a wide enough berth, these Imago are they're eating dead soldiers, but they are. You haven't seen a lot of Imago up close, but they are definitely like a lot more sluggish than the ones that you've seen flying by. And you're able to wind your way around the hill here to the left. Did you want to go? And getting away from the area that has all the holes, you hear this like banging noise. It gets louder as you approach, and you come across a tank that is stuck in the mud. There are 4 cloudling soldiers on it, and they are just bashing it with rocks. There's a periscope on the tank that is like looking around, but these guys are singularly focused on trying to crack the shell of this tank.
Rocks. The hell?
Do they also appear to be foaming blue at the mouth?
They are not, no. But they are yelling like, kill it, kill it.
More of the song, maybe. Less of the pills.
Yeah.
You all stand back. It's still dangerous. It's down, but it's not dead yet.
Who's inside?
Inside, guts.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have something to help tear it apart? A blade.
Nothing that'll get through that skin.
Get under its belly. I hear they're soft under there. Into its eyes. Get its eyes. And they clamber, and one of them bashes the periscope off. Were you saying something, Danny? I thought.
Oh, sorry. I was muted. I said, you're doing excellent work. It will soon be dead. Are there others that you have killed? Where are they?
No, we just this one. And as you're like, they are, as they're talking, they're like they're not stopping bashing this thing open. But you do hear a couple muffled voices like, "Oh, help us out!" coming from inside the tank.
How many of them are there here?
There are 4 soldiers.
I say to Rook, I try to drive them away, but they may not go. And they might just attack us.
Is there someone out there? Help! Help! They're crazy. They're going to kill us.
Soldiers, stand back.
Tell
There
them
are.
that they've already. Oh, maybe they've already killed it.
I-
Maybe we could persuade them it's already killed. It's already dead.
Maybe I can help. Maybe.
Horns. Tell them you don't hear anything from it anymore, that it must already be dead, that they've done a good job.
So, Horns is gonna, with your permission, Lord Rook, can I help?
Of course, yes.
So Horns runs up, takes out a little like basic utility knife, and stabs through, and starts peeling off some external piece of armor and stuff, like just a tie to hold down bedrolls or something.
Right. Yeah, and
And
they are cheering. I was like, "Yeah, get it! Still moving, get it!"
and then
Thrashing around.
Horns is going to say, "Stop moving!
Stop.
Shut the engine down! Kill it!"
Dungeon. It's a bug. Kill it.
I know it's a bug. And Horns is like banging on the armor periodically, like, "Stop moving!"
Yeah. We'll know it's dead when you can't hear anything more from it.
It's still twitching around. It's still trying to get us. What? It's gonna bite you. What? It's gonna get his horn in you.
No, I'm.
Hang on. I gotta borrow a sword. Borrow a sword to help out Horns. And I'm gonna take the sword and I'm gonna thrust it right in between a couple of armor plates that doesn't actually, of course, penetrate the tank. But just slides underneath a bunch of things and comes out the other side.
Yeah, and they're cheering like, "Yeah, get it, still going."
Okay, and I'm gonna haul it out, and I'm gonna wipe off the blade, with the tail of my shirt.
Get his legs.
And I said that'll have killed it.
The legs are still twitching. Get the legs off.
Fine, I will stab the legs.
Well, and Horns is gonna say, "Okay, everybody needs to stand back. It's time for me to harvest the chalk from it. The chalk is very dangerous.
It's not safe, kid. It's not dead yet. It's still moving.
But they always twitch longer.
Yes.
That's what happens. They
I'm
just
smashing. They got. You can see they got a dozen men. We're gonna take this thing apart.
I'm doing that, and so Horns
ripping it to pieces isn't gonna help your.
It's gonna make me feel a lot better.
Cuts something off and tosses it to one of them.
Yeah.
Stab this.
And he like smashes it.
Yeah, Horns starts taking off external pieces of the tank and tossing it to the soldiers so they have something to destroy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they will continue smashing everything you pull off. And then
Horns is basically going to take off anything he can.
Let's get a heart roll. Oh yeah, you're good at that. Let's get a heart roll from you.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that's good.
That's quite good. Yeah, you pulled off enough pieces to keep them banging on those on the ground as opposed to the tank. They're still fully enraged.
Yeah, so Horns crawls up to the top of the tank and speaks into one of the either a communicator or some sort of like basically Horns figures out some place where they might hear from the inside, and it's just like, "Don't move, don't make a sound. We have them convinced they think you're an Imago, and as long as you make noise or movement, they're going to keep trying to kill you. So just wait it out, please."
They've been banging on this thing for an hour. I'm surprised they can still move. Look, we're sick. You got to get us out of here.
Hold on. If you open up the hatch, maybe I can tell them that I'm pulling things out of the guts. Is there a back hatch by any chance?
I mean, there's the hatch on the top. That's about it. You sure they're not? I still hear them banging out there.
Yeah, but they're not banging on the tank. They're far enough away. Open up the hatch, and I will stand in front of it so it's hard for them to see, and you can crawl out.
And it pop, and you see the soldier's head just pop out like terrified. And his mouth and face are just like stained blue. He looks real bad. His skin is super pale. His eyes are pinpricks. And it's like, okay. And there's two of them in there. They
Come on.
slowly climb out.
Yeah, okay. Just crouch down behind the tank and walk with me. Okay. Dog the hatch shut again.
And eventually the other soldiers get tired of bashing things on the ground and go back to tearing the tank apart. One of them gets in and starts pulling things out of the inside and throwing them on the ground.
And
yeah.
So after, actually, Horns is going to see if he can locate the chalk engine.
Yeah, I mean, it is deep inside the tank.
Yeah, but he'll see if he can figure out where it is and try and take it.
That would probably be very dangerous. there's
and require heavy equipment.
Yeah,
it require a lot of unbolting.
Well, I didn't mean the whole engine. I just meant the chalk fuel.
Chalk core.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and do that yourself, or do you want to try and get them to do it for you?
That's a good idea. He's like, we need to move the chalk out of the tank because we don't want Imago coming to attack it.
Tank?
No, we're ripping the guts out of this.
He's saying this. He's actually saying this to the more or less
the crew. To the crew, it's like, can you dismount the chalk core?
I mean, with the right tools and a bay. I mean, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a soldier.
Okay.
I don't think we can, Horns. I don't think we can do that here. Not especially not with these crazies. So we are, unfortunately, our engineer is back at the library. She's no longer in good shape to travel.
What are you doing here? You're gonna get murdered. They killed everyone. You're still fighting. I don't know. A lot of people ran away. How did you get this far?
Looked inoffensive.
And they both have headsets on from the inside the tank, and they take them off. They're like, what? Look, if you can get us out of here, we can.
Here's something. Wipe your mouth and have a drink of water. The sickness that you're having right now is probably from all those blue pills.
That's the poison of bugs to keep the bugs away, right?
Well, it might or might not do that, but it is also making you sick.
Yeah.
Did you see any of the bugs go down?
I saw a lot of soldiers go down. I saw a lot of bugs. I don't think the pills work.
Do you know what made these other soldiers crazy?
There was the battle. The Imago just tore through us. We thought we found their breeding grounds, and we did. And they just came out of 1,000 of them came out of the ground all around us. They all fly, but there's one that floats. It's purple. It's big. And instead of a horn, it looks like a man. It started singing, and everyone lost their shit. We had headsets on, so we couldn't really hear what was going on. I don't know what's worse. The ones that got eaten, or the ones that are like, looks at the ones tearing apart the tank. Why would they do that? What's the point?
No, hard to tell what the bugs, anything about what the bugs do except to eat chalk and propagate.
Oh, chalk engine. We better get out of here. If they breach the engine, the bugs will be all over this place.
It's true. Okay.
There are two other ways out of this area. One going towards what sounds like battle, and one going kind of back near the way you came.
So the bugs that we saw on the surface before, they looked pretty lethargic, you said.
The ones with the place you came in, they are sluggish. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why you guys are here, but we've got to find our way out of here. You're welcome to come with us. I don't know if anyone's safe though.
No, this area is not safe. We came by that way. If you keep to your right, there are bugs in that area, but if you keep way to the right, you will skirt around them.
Thanks.
You're not carrying any chalk, are you?
No, no.
Good. Okay. Then I think you should be all right.
If you're headed away from the battle, your headsets, can we take them?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and they'll take them off and hand them to you. They've got like the dangly cords with a plug, but you should be able to use them without something to plug in.
I'm worried about this song. If we see this prince and we hear what he sings, we have no defense against that.
Okay.
But Lord Flag told me that the best defense is to have good standing. He said that that will protect you from everything.
It won't protect you against from bugs or a bullet. And unfortunately, those are two of the more prevalent threats down here.
Um,
Well, we have a choice. We can go further or we can turn back.
well, we don't have any chalk yet, so if we turn back, it won't help us. We could just wait for those soldiers right there to tear the tank apart. Maybe that would be enough chalk for us to.
Didn't I thought we decided that we actually needed some fluid.
Yeah, you need like chalk juice, basically.
We do.
The tank's not going to have any of that. It's just going to have dry chalk, just like you used.
Well, I mean, there are those Imago back there who don't seem to be in great shape. Or we can go forward and see if
There were a lot. Yeah, yes, that's true, but there were a lot of them. And even if they're feeling a little sluggish, they respond pretty quickly to any attempts to do violence.
Okay. I've only dealt with dead Imago before, so I don't know.
I'm concerned about the poison, the blue pills. Those Imago were foaming at the mouth. Do you think that?
I think that means that they ate the bones of people who had taken a lot of blue pills.
Is that going to ruin the fluids we need to harvest?
I have no idea. I managed to figure out that those blue pills were making the soldiers that were taking them sick, but damned if I could figure out what they actually were.
Why are the soldiers taking poison?
They think that makes them makes the Imagos less interested in eating their bones.
The cruel deceptions of a Crestless.
Oh,
Well,
somebody without honor.
he might have. I think he believed him. You know, I think he thought it did work. I don't think that was a cynical attempt to poison his own soldiers. He wouldn't have had any incentive to do that.
I mean, I've seen lords do that before. But they always had good reasons. They explained it very well.
We should take a look. It doesn't hurt to look from a distance, hopefully. And if we see no changes, nothing different, then our best hope lies with those that were untainted near the library.
All right. Let's hope this look isn't our last.
Pressing forward.
Yeah.
So this way leads to what quickly becomes a ravine, or a steep valley between two steep hillsides. And it is littered with statues and carpets and broken china. And you are surprised as a wooden chest crashes down from above. And a few moments later, a burnt, like a burnt haunch of hog smacks down from above in the mud. It's about 30 feet up, and you can hear someone yelling. Some white dresses start fluttering down. And you reach the end of this trail, and you can see at the top of it clearly a young lordling who is running back and forth, yelling at a line of servants who were clearly impressed to be porters. And he is just yelling at them and tearing things off of their packs, throwing them down in the ravine. Candy, chairs, statues. And the servants are just standing there, like, not really understanding what is going on. Any interaction with this? And this is about 30 feet up.
So he's just pitching stuff down?
He's just pitching stuff down.
And the servants are acting bewildered.
Mm-hmm. And after a moment, you hear another voice, an older, Cloud accent, yelling at him to stop. And they turn around and pull out a saber, yell something, and charge off.
More of that madness.
My Lord Rook, should we inquire as to their distress, or should we leave them to their dishonor and not acknowledge it?
I believe the nature of their distress is likely already known to us, but there might be something of value here in this debris of use. But we should not dawdle, I think. Take quick looks as we wander through.
Is this within the law? Are we supposed to take things from people when they lose them? Aren't we supposed to return them?
They didn't lose these. They threw them away.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
They threw them down, actually, if you want to be more specific. But, that's away.
A lot of stuff is wrecked, but I think each of you can pull out something interesting. There's a large, it's wood textured plasteel, and it's like a radio that has a crank on it. There is, ooh, yeah, let's take that one. There is also a strangely undamaged an ornate lamp that still glows slightly. Has like a finely worked. It can't be glass, or else it wouldn't have survived the fall. But it's like a Tiffany lamp stand-up thing. And there's also, um, if you're spending a little time digging through this stuff, um, something that would be a shard of pottery or something that you would discard. Um, I think it'd probably be Horn that turns this over. And it is a crest.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
He walks over to the Lord. Lord, a crest.
Are you familiar with this pattern?
That's a good question.
Let me see what kind of crest it is.
I'll bet Mama would know.
You would. Um, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Rook, why don't you give me a mind roll?
Sure. 47. Let's see here. Oh, just one above.
Um,
Distress.
it is definitely a crest. You can tell it's a minor crest, a trinket crest. And there's some like heat or flame symbology on it, but you don't recognize the specific.
Is it possible that horns might be able to use tongues to understand it?
Oh yeah, why don't you go ahead and make us a mind roll for that?
Okay, mind. Let's see.
And that's with advantage because you got
Not
tongues.
great. Do I get it? I get advantage though, right?
Yeah.
2 times not great.
Oh, and Rook, make sure you take stress for that, Mr. Roll.
Okay, let's see if I can get it. Not the first time. Try it again. Ooh,
That is another stress. Yeah, this is of a house that you do not know.
Good find. Taking nonetheless. Perhaps we'll have better luck identifying it later.
I wonder if that old lady would know. She seems to
She would definitely
know
know.
a lot of
Yes.
clutter.
This radio, this device, if there is the song, this may draw attention to us, but it might also keep us alive. We should keep this handy.
There were 2 headsets. Who are you wearing them, or are you just carrying them?
You should wear one at least. I'll wear one.
Horns, where the other one?
Yes, my lord. Okay.
And once you've sifted through this, you hear there's yelling ahead, and buzzing, and if you press on, you come to a half dozen soldiers who are crouched behind a barricade that they have made out of ruined furniture and other detritus that's been crashed here. They, they are armed, but they do not seem to be. They have one weapon of note among them. They have a single chalk cannon, and beyond the barricade, about 50 yards ahead, is the feeding grounds. There are a lot of Imago out there. And the officer of among these soldiers is like trying to hype up the other soldiers. He's like, "We've got him now. There's nowhere they can go. Nowhere to run, Bugs. We're gonna go." And they look like they don't want to, but like they're going to eventually. And the officer turns to you and says, "You soldiers, why aren't you in uniform?"
I am a magician of the Lord Rook, and we are here observing.
Observing? Well, you better get in line, Captain Ice. We're going over in 10. If you got some spells to shoot off or however that works, get them ready.
I can give you an extra heart.
I've got enough heart for all of us. Isn't that right, boys? And they're like,
Have you dispatched any yet? Have you taken any out?
we've spent a lot of rounds, that's for sure. They're tough suckers, but they can't stand up to old Bongo here. They will stand up to old Bongo, clearly. The beyond the barricade, there are quite a number of Imago. And this is kind of like the edge of the hilly area. You can see beyond them, another 50 yards or so, like where the forest begins. And yeah, tell me what you're doing here.
We could sneak through the forest and see if we can maybe get lucky and spot a Imago corpse, but I don't think that's likely.
No, there's only one way we're going to get what we want, and it's not very likely.
And up here, we risk them all having consumed these blue pills, or the bodies that consumed the blue pills.
So Horns is actually going to climb up where he can see over the barricade.
Yeah. There are a couple dozen Imago larger than you have ever seen in your entire life.
Oh, wow.
And they are clearly caring for many young. There's hundreds of like bright green Imago nymphs, and hundreds of eggs kind of sticking out along the lines of the forest. A lot of there are a lot of full-grown cicada Imago out there as well. They are kind of twitching and spasming, and they're leaking blue from their faces and their along their abdomens. And some of them are kind of like limping along.
Like that blue stuff is making them sick.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop them from eating the soldiers, unfortunately.
Could you harvest what you need from the eggs?
Probably.
I've heard that the eggs have really pure chalk, but of course they're not really easy to get up in the clouds. Oh boy, he sort of bobs up and down. Uh, with your permission, Lord, I'm going to see how reactive they are.
What are you going to
I,
pick up an egg and see whether they kill you?
how do you
I
mean?
wasn't going to start with that. No. Well, sometimes when you're harvesting chalk, they're not quite dead yet, and so you have to sort of like walk around and see if they're twitching just because their legs are twitching, or if they're twitching because they can still, follow you. I just want to see how aggressive they are.
Are you going to
Okay,
use
I haven't
yourself
been
as
hurt
bait?
before. Hmm?
Are you going to use yourself as bait?
Oh no, I don't want to be bait.
Okay. Are you going to throw a rock? How?
No, I'm going to. It's okay. I've done this before. Of course, it was with mostly wounded, but still. So he goes over the barricade and just sort of step by step gradually walks towards, not towards a brood mother. He knows that's bad. He walks around to see if he can find one that seems to be, just to see if one of the ones that's sick will respond as he gets a little closer.
So that would mean walking into the middle of
Oh,
hundreds of Imago.
no, I don't want to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So just from the
but
edge.
but I think as you climb over the barricade,
Yeah.
you hear Captain Ice go, "See, there's bravery among all of them. Let's go!" And he jumps over the barricade, followed by his 5 soldiers, firing his chalk cannon into the mass of Imago. What do you do?
Uh,
Hit the deck and hope to make out with one after during a moment.
um, he is going to throw himself to the side and see if he can find some cover up on the surface.
Rook?
Yeah, we're just gonna stay behind the barricade and look over and see what kind of damage this chalk cannon does.
Yeah. How much damage does a chalk cannon do? Let's find out.
Just
Tools of violence. Tools of violence. Chalk cannon. I'm gonna roll dice once just for kicks. Yeah. You hear you hear the blap of the cannon. You smell the like burned sure smell of the chalk. And then it just screams. Are you have all hit the ground. Are any of you watching to see
Yeah,
what happens? Yeah. So first
rest.
off, everyone's gonna take a stress just for seeing all this. I think you're going to take another stress for seeing what they're doing to the soldiers, which is nasty. But you also see you thought it was an ancient Imago. This Imago rises up in the center of them, and it's weird for a second because it looks like it's flying, but it is just floating. Its wings are not moving. It is bigger than you've ever seen, and it is deep royal purple, and it rises above the breeding grounds. There is what looks like a man riding it. And as it rises, both Imago and Cloudling dead kind of rise up around it and start swirling underneath. The sky darkens, and the magicians among you definitely feel something slip. Neus, it is getting evening, late afternoon. You have definitely seen patrols of soldiers both moving around and leaving the area. But no one has bothered the library, really. But this evening, someone knocks on the door.
Obviously, I imagine Jarl will hope I get it. I offer. I'm security for the library, basically free security.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Please, I have plenty of. This work will never end, so
Sure. I'll open
what
the
you
door.
like.
How may we help you, traveler?
You open the door and you see this person.
An Imago. Wait.
Tall, armored,
Oh,
and what you assume must be a skull mask, because that cannot be their face. And a voice from behind the mask, kind of sends, is low, but still like sends a shiver up your spine. I'm not going to do a Skeletor voice, but that's probably closest to what it is. It says, "Soldiers, Cloudlings."
None of either here, if that's what you're asking.
Is this an inn?
No, it is not. It is to someday be a library, but that is quite an ambitious endeavor that I'm afraid will take quite some time before it is actually a library open to the public.
You have food?
I mean, not. I have some minor personal stores. That I'm absolutely willing to. Are you in need of food?
We are in need of rest and quiet.
How many of you?
And from around him, peeks the head of this person. It's a young woman with a horn growing out of her head.
Well, interesting.
And she just says, "Please, can we stay the night? We'll be gone in the morning."
Of course, as long as if you are friendly and mean no harm, then we are welcoming. We all need assistance from time to time, and I have had my share from many kind souls, and I'm happy to extend the same to any who in need.
You have weapons?
Only my own.
Are you dangerous?
Only to those who wish me harm.
And he leans in a little closer, and you can hear him inhale as if he's sniffing, but the noise sounds like he's inhaling through a larger hole than a nose would be. He says, "You're a sellsword, work for money."
Well, in a former life, I've recently had quite a change of heart in that regard. But I've in my journeys, I have some very generous companions who are currently out risking their lives on my behalf to cure an ailment I suffer from, and I've recently been through much that takes a toll on me, and it has caused me to reevaluate many things in life. And if however many days that I have left, I think that it is my lot to offer my services however I may to those who need them, and not in exchange for money.
Are you alone?
There is the librarian, Jal, is here as well.
And your friends?
Well, with any luck, shall be returning shortly.
Before morning?
I cannot be sure. Depends on how their fortunes go in their journeys.
We can stay.
Again,
Night.
if you mean no, if you are peaceful, then you are welcome. Well, peaceful to us, I should say.
And the young woman steps from behind them and says, "It's all right, Skull. I've got a feeling about this one." And pulls back her hood. Looks like she had long hair that was cut, long dark hair. And she just puts out her hand. Says, "Pleased to meet you."
I'm Neus.
Cloud.
Pleasure to meet you, Cloud. And your associate?
Call it there.
Oh. And Skeletor.
And Skeletor. Just Skull. His name is Skull.
Cloud Skull.
Great. We will see what happens with all of that next time.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's just jump into Stars and Wishes then. Character keeper. Yeah, let's go left to right. Starting off with Heath.
Yes. Stars is fun. Just to getting to be kind of watching the movie tonight for me, which is fine. And that's part of the ebb and flow of games, and it doesn't bother me at all, especially since everybody's out trying to save my ass. And so yeah, just all very interesting. And as kind of played out in that last scene, I had been thinking, about my wound causing a change of heart, even though it didn't actually end up changing my heart stat. I still thought that the character should have a change of heart of some kind. And that's kind of, I thought, where he landed, where he's not really a sell sword anymore so much as a free sword.
Mm-hmm.
Who will take any, hospitality and or donations in exchange, but it's no longer like, hey, give me some money and I'll do things for you. It's more like, what do you need? I will do it for you. And then, to put it simply, more in our conception of karma, it's like a lot of good has come his way. He just wants to do good in the world now, knowing that it will come back around and he'll be provided for somehow. Yeah, interested to see how it all plays out if we end up making him a playable character to continue onward. Wishes, I don't know, really have any wish. I kind of agree with, I think, what Teal said about how, like, it's interesting. I know this game is designed to sort of be like, you're going to lose characters. Obviously, I did the first round, and everything causes you stress. Everything goes, so it's like, it's supposed to be kind of like that. But I also agree, like, to me, the whole thing with the organs is just like very unsatisfying. Because it's just like, to me, it's just not a fun design. It's not, there's no, like, okay, I guess it's slightly better than just killing you, because maybe, as we're doing now, y'all can do something that actually helps the character. But like, it's just weird to me because mechanically it doesn't make any sense. Like, this god has a bunch of organs that, like, if you put them in you, they just mostly fuck you.
I mean, they are the organs of a ancient city god being put into a human, so it's
just like not that interesting when it's like, oh yeah, no, there was never any chance of benefit for you. It's just like, do you want it? You're fucked. So it's just like, no, that's kind of not fun, but it is what it is. It's just an interesting choice of the design more than anything else. Of like, feels like a trap.
It kind of is, but cool. Any other wishes?
No, I think the eternal Tooth the Clown backstory, but
yes, Tooth.
other than
Who is
that,
not too far away from the battlefield.
lots of interesting things, lots of interesting things brewing. So I'm just interested to see where they go.
Cool. Thank you. Brandon.
Yeah, no, I had fun. I thought, that I liked introducing a new character. I thought that the kind of quest to go get Imago fluid was insane, but I was willing to, curious to see where curiosity led. And I enjoyed the, getting outed by Mama, and talking about it briefly with Rook. And my wish is to get back before our library guests leave.
Cool.
Not being able to talk to them would be
Yep. I do. Cool. Danny.
Yeah, it was cool to see Neus's struggles and development. That was really interesting and neat. It was good to see the gradual reveal of Stormy's past and what sounds like the promise of more stories to be heard. It was great to see and experience the new character Horns and their relationship with Cloud Society and serving lords. That was pretty entertaining. I'm interested to see how that develops. This poor young teenager, this fragile mind. It was cool to get to have this duel among lords. That was kind of fun, and the dice just was
Oh,
so
yeah, the
lucky,
duel.
Oh my
so
God.
lucky.
That could have gone real wrong.
Yes, yeah. The dice had a story, I guess, to tell.
I was ready to shoot him.
And then walking straight into all of the real horrors of this battle. Like before, it was like edging around, seeing people do awful things to people and some other weird craziness, and then now we're in this very insane situation, and that felt really like it had a lot of gravity, and that was intense. It was cool.
Any wishes?
I do not. I'm just excited to see what happens next.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited that we found a way to the breeding grounds. I'm curious what is going to happen next as well. So, cool. Anything else before we shut it down? Awesome. Thanks to anyone who was watching.